Reading tip 70. Genre matters. Words matter, but sometimes neither one matters. What I mean by this is that readers' tastes change. What they found fascinating and exciting one day can change the next. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The first books I read, everything. When I was a kid, I read everything that I could get my hands on in the library. I read biographies, autobiographies, I read scientific books, I read history books, I read about Davy Crockett, I read about Einstein, I read about Mark Twain, I read their books, I read their theories, science books, anything I could grab, I read. I probably cleaned out the library at that time. And then when I got to the point where I could actually buy books, and I couldn't buy too many, but I did things at home for my family and stuff, and they'd give me a small allowance. And of course, I spent it all on books. So I collect a lot of books. Back then, they were a lot cheaper than they are now. A heck of a lot cheaper. You could buy 2 novels and 1 book for a quarter. They were called double books. Ace double books, if I remember correctly. So anyway, tastes change. And so readers sometimes find things fascinating and exciting one day, but then they change the next. Maybe they see a book with a cover that looks like it's got more going on than they have been experiencing. You may have a large number of readers who like reading your romantic character, your superhero, your Harry Potter type, but suddenly discover mysteries or horror or weird science, or I wouldn't do it, but porn. That's a big seller. I don't agree with it. I don't think that using people in that way is a healthy thing to do. But I'm not going to judge you. If you do it, it helps you, good for you. Well, you get the picture there. It never hurts to have 2 or more books if you're productive enough in genres you can write in, so that if one is flagging and slowing down for you, you have 1 or more others that are growing. Let's face it, everything is a fad these days. Everything. We all love Harry Potter, or at least millions do, but then those same people might go bananas over Transformers, Sherlock Holmes, Conan the Barbarian, Dark Winds, whatever, the Brandon Sanderson. There's all kinds of stuff out there. Now, see, I'm dating myself with some of the books. I haven't been able to read as many as I'd like to, but then I spend a lot of my time writing and doing my artwork. That cuts into the reading time, but I've done a lot of consuming in terms of reading. Now I want to give back through my writing. Shadowhunters, Strange Things, which is pretty cool, by the way. I watched the first half of the new season, and it's great if you haven't watched it. Stargate, SG-1, oh my God. That is a great series, and if you can get any books in that, awesome. Star Wars goes without saying, some awesome concepts in there. I kind of got disappointed when George Lucas turned the Force into little bacteria type stuff. He really lost it when he did that. Star Trek, I love Paramount now. They have all the Star Trek series. The more the merrier. And Disney now with all the Star Trek stuff, and not Star Trek, Star Wars stuff. It's cool.